Welcome to the 10th episode of Stacking Sunday. This is a series about me stacking data, which I never stacked before. This series is named Stacking Sunday because I try to do a screen recording every week and then edit it into a video and publish it as well on that same day. And all the data comes from this hard drive. But this 10th episode will be the last one that I do in this way, because it is taking too much time on a free day, on a day where I can also spend time with my family. And as mentioned before, I am also neglecting the normal videos that I used to make, and I want to keep doing that as well. I'll still be making Stacking Sunday videos, but I will be making those videos in a different way. I will be not recording the stacking on the same day as I publish it. I will try to publish it on a Sunday still, because otherwise the name doesn't really make sense. I'm not sure if this will continue to be a weekly episode that appears on my channel, but who knows. This is just my way of saying that I'm not going to feel the pressure of actually uploading a video every week. So let's go into the video itself. We're going to connect the hard drive and let's see what we're going to stack. Last week we did the blinking planetary, which is a nice target. This time let's see if we have data that has not yet been stacked. This definitely is stacked already. I don't think this is the final image that I created, but yeah, this is a stitch, because you can barely see still some artifacts here, but this is a stitch of, I think, if I remember correctly, 5 vertical images that I stitched together into one big panorama. So you can see what is known as the witch's broom. That witch's broom is the eastern veil, so you can already... So this is a panorama again, so I'm going to quickly put some stuff in Cyril and then let's see if we can make some sense of it. I don't think that this first night was a big success with this. I think I'm going to only stack the data from this second night. Just by clicking through it, I see that I managed to shoot much better data on that second night. So let's get rid of this. Let's put the second night data. So this is the first pane. We'll call this pane 1, convert. Let's put some calibration data to it. This was the EdgeHD. I think, what was the date? July. Might even be the 9 1/4 already. Let's see. No, this is the focal length. Tells me that this was the 8-inch. So let's go and find some darks that belong to the exposure time of 180 seconds. 180 seconds, there we go. And we'll need flats. I guess that this was, I keep forgetting the date, the 8th of July. Didn't I take? I'm so sloppy with the flats. Let's go with the 11th of June. There we go. Okay, we'll debayer before it is saved, and let's see if the result is flat enough if I go into the histogram view, and it is. And in the unstretched, no, in the outer stretched unlinked version, it also looks good. So I guess we can go into registering and stack them, and then we have the first pane, and then we'll do that for pane 2, 3, 4, and I guess 5. Oh, there's this weird artifact in the middle. I did buy a dew heater for my camera. This was summertime, and yeah, we have humid nights there. I'm just going to stick to the plan, and I'm going to continue adding data to the to Cyril. So this is pane 2. There we go. Calibration. Can still use the same flat, same calibration. we keep clicking the blue buttons as you do in Surreal. That's why the thing is blue, I guess. I could do all kinds of fancy stuff, like for instance doing background extraction before I register the stuff, and then do the background extraction on the entire sequence. But I don't have the will today to take all that countermeasures. I just want to see what a stitch of the western veil will look like of data shot with a high focal length telescope. This should potentially be a nice detailed image. I see that 1 1 1 2 2 1. I probably did a like a mosaic also in vertical mode, but I just keep naming these things sequentially. So this is now pane 3. We'll figure that out later. Oh, and by the way, the thing is done, so we're going to the next pane. So this is the time where you do all that clicking, and it's a very repetitive stuff. Surreal also supports scripting. So there's this scripting engine which basically does all the stuff for you. You can find this blue button here, and there are all kinds of scripts available. You can download them as well. But there's also a tool called Cyrillic, which is basically I would call it a script building tool. It basically builds scripts that you can then make Surreal execute. So you can, for instance, then in the case of these mosaics, prepare all the tasks that you want to do, and you can then do that repetitive stuff with just one mouse click, because the scripts will do the stuff. But yeah, I'm now already this far in, so I'm not going to do that anymore. But if you want to know how that looks, then I suggest looking at another video I have, which I will link. I guess I need to somewhere over here. I never know which direction to point. And that video is detailing how to use Cyrillic when making panoramas. That video has a very huge panorama, also of an area in the night sky close to where we are currently stacking data you know what I mean, because it's the entire Cygnus Milky Way region. I think from the Tulip Nebula up until the North American Nebula, something like that. And it's all shot in H-alpha with my William Optics GT81. So it's less zoomed in as the data that we are currently working with, but I really liked the result. But that was 24, I think, or 21, well, so 20 something panels, so that really would have been really tedious if I did it like I'm doing right now. So yeah, it made all the more sense back then to use Cyrillic. This is pane 7, and after this we have the last one, which is pane 8. So it's already also quite a lot of repetitive stuff that we're doing, but yeah, we're almost there. So that was the 7th, and we're now going for the last. Oh, it's this one is pretty bad even. We'll see. Perhaps we will leave this stack out of the equation. Let's do again some repetitive work. So first, I think I want to go and do a background extraction. I will click the editor. I will just do a simple generate, and I don't care about where the points are. I just do a compute background. This looks a bit better. I'll apply it. I'll do a color calibration as well, the photometric one. It should be plate solved. Let's see if this works. It says it is done. I also want to do the plate solve because of this, the flip image if needed, because I then know that all the images for the final stitching attempt will have been rotated in the correct way. See, the image flipped, so that's a good thing. And finally, I need to do a auto stretch on it. I'll apply it, and well, this is in auto stretch, it in linear mode. Come on. Yeah, in linear mode it looks like this. And this I'm going to save, and I'm calling this a TIFF file because that is the file format that the tool that I will try to use first for stitching. Yeah, that's the file format that that tool supports. So we do the same thing for the other 7 files. So there we have 8 TIFF files now. So here we are in Photoshop. If we go into the file menu and we go into scripts and then load files into stack, we can simply go and browse and find the files of the individual panels. So if I scroll down, I should find the TIFFs here. I already tried a stitch. You then get to tick this box. Photoshop will load all those files into layers, so you see the layers added in the bottom of the screen here. And after it has been done loading those layers, they will be tried to shift and repositioned in such a way that it creates this nice panorama. Obviously the data is very poor, but as you can see, it's nice to see that we have a stitch. There are still some stitching artifacts. You can see some lines here, and to get rid of those you just simply select all the layers. By holding shift you can select the last one and the first one. You go back into edit and then auto blend layers, and this checkbox seamless tones and colors will do the magic, and it will potentially get rid of this line that you now see because it will blend it. So let's see if it succeeds. Yep. So that's done. Nice. What we're now going to do is we're going to flatten the image. I don't want to be working with the layers anymore, and I will crop those nasty edges off of it. And a final thing I like to do now is let's switch back to 16-bit mode, and no, I want the exposure and gamma on the default values, and I'll go into the levels tool. I'll select the black eyedropper, and if I select a value of 30 30 30, I make sure that the background will never be entirely black. So if I select a spot here, let's by the way make sure that we are averaging a location of pixels 51 by 51. So this I think is a nice region. So now we have an image. It's not far from perfect because we have all these black dots here, and yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's due to the bad flats. This was just to show that we can indeed stitch an image out of 8 panels basically, and Photoshop succeeded. So we have a file, we have a conclusion. This was Stacking Sunday, the 10th episode, also the last episode where I will do this on the same day, and yeah, I will try to continue making these Stacking Sunday videos. But I'm very intrigued into hearing from you, the viewer, what I can do better. I saw my interactions for the videos go down, so apparently I didn't do them justice anymore, or there was just no added value. So please tell me what would be the added value for you, for me to continue making these Stacking Sunday videos. And if there is no value, feel free to tell me as well, then I'll stop altogether making them. I will be continuing making normal videos. I also have reviews to do, and actually a video will come out. Tomorrow I'll post it at 8 o'clock my time, so which is the Amsterdam time zone, and you'll see, yeah, in the evening. You'll see it then. I'll be not premiering it because I will have a different hobby obligation at that same time, but I wish you a lot of fun watching it. I put in some jokes, and yeah, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.